Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. You want to get mannequins that look sad? Don't go and buy mannequins that look like they've not eaten for 2 days. Get mannequins that look pretty. Are you ready for the selfie? Oh, look into the camera. Oh, look into the camera. No one see it. Are you ready? Say cheese. And welcome back to my channel. My name is Headmistress, and today's video we're going to talk about wig caps, the different types of wig caps, and mannequins or style heads, dog heads, however you decide to call it. And yeah, now wait, if you are interested in content such as makeup, hair, being it natural, or wigs, like wig making videos and lifestyle in general, then consider subscribing to this channel. Okay. Oh, quick one, just want you guys to know that I already filmed an affordable wig making starter kit for beginners. There is a part 1 and there is a part 2. Okay, so if you're looking into making wigs for your own self, like for yourself, or for customers, and you're just starting, then definitely check out those videos. I'm going to leave the videos in the cards up here and also in the description box, so you can click that to take you directly to those videos. Okay, I got you, so don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Okay, so when it comes to wig caps, there are different types of wig caps for wig making. Okay, now I'm going to show you all the types that I currently have with me here. I have them here. I'm going to show you all the types, and I'm going to show you when I use each of the types. I'm going to show you my favorites out of all these types, and I'm going to show you just the characteristics of all the caps here. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start with the ones that are the most common on the Ghanaian market. I'm in Ghana, I'm based in Ghana. So the very first one is this type of cap. Okay, this type of cap. Now this type of cap comes in different colors. There is this color, there is, I think there is brown. Yeah, there is brown, there is brown, there is this color, and there is brown, and there's a color in between this one. There's a color in between this one and this one. I think it's a coffee something. Okay, and there is black. Now I wouldn't advise anyone to go in for this one, especially if you are looking at making a long-term wig, a wig that is going to last you like for a very, very, very long time. I wouldn't recommend. If you're doing something like temporary, then you can use this one, but I wouldn't recommend unless probably it's a short something that you're going to wear it once or twice, because it's not going to last you. Okay, yeah, that's all about this one. Now when I started wig making, I didn't like using this one. I used to use the one that has net. That at that time these ones weren't common at that time, so I used to use the one that was similar to this one but had net in between. Okay, but now I don't use that again. I use this one. Okay, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I use this one. Now note that this one comes in different colors. Okay, it comes in brown, it comes in black, and it comes in like the blonde color, like this one. It comes in this color too. Okay, and with this one, you note that there are sizes. Okay, if you don't know, you might get a cap that is too small or too big. So before you make the purchase, always ask from the seller, make inquiries, ask from the seller, ask the seller if ask the seller if you want to know the type, like the size of the net before you buy, because it's really uncomfortable to have a wig that is too big or too small. You just want it right for your hair. So I normally go in for the medium size. Now this is my favorite cap out of all the caps because it's airy, it's very airy, and it's very light too. So I would recommend this one. I know this one was supposed to come at the last bit, but no. Yeah, this is my favorite out of the cap. Now there is a similar one. There's a cap similar to this one. Now it's called, is it the one that's called a ventilated cap or something? Now usually when you buy wigs, when you buy wigs, okay, this part, this is a cap that the most big wig companies, this is a cap that they normally use. Okay, now if you have noticed, there are some caps that come with plastic. Okay, now the plastic always go here where it looks like a bit empty, that is where the plastic usually goes. Now after wig making, the inside of your cap is going to look like this. Okay, when you use the ventilated cap, your wig cap is going to, the inside of your wig is going to look like this. Okay, now if you're using a machine to make a wig, then you definitely want to use this one or this one. Now if your client requests for a cap that is good for this kind of weather, you can always go in for this one. And then this one has this meshy thing, so it's very light, and this one too has a lot of spaces, so a lot, like air can pass under your head. Okay, and it also comes with adjustable straps, just like this one comes with adjustable straps. You can always, this is the adjustable straps. Okay, you can always adjust the cap also to at the back of the wig. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see, you can adjust it. Okay, so that is all about the mesh caps, the ventilated one, the normal one, and the other one. Now back when I started making wigs, I used to make crochet braids. Okay, now I think that was the reason why I used the other type of cap that has net. Now if you guys are aware of that cap, it's really netty, it stretches. Okay, it's similar to this one. Okay, you guys can see this one, it's similar to this one. Now this cap is normally used to make crochet braids. Now this is just like a very small one, but this cap has a lot of holes, and it's usually used to make crochet braids. Now crochet braids, you guys know crochet, you crochet the hair onto the cap. Yeah, this one is usually used to make the one. So this is another type of cap. Now I'll come back to where you can get all these things. So this is like the fourth type of cap. This very well. Okay, for crochet braids. Now let's move on to the dome caps. Now with the dome caps, there are two types of dome caps: the normal dome cap and then the mesh one. Now this is the normal one. This is the normal one. The normal one feels a bit elasticy, like spandex. That's how this one feels. And this one is a bit netty. Okay, and as I said earlier, all caps come in different sizes. Okay, so if you are making a wig for your own personal use, then you are going to buy a wig that fits, like a cap that fits your head. Okay, now I'm going to upload a video on how to take measurements of your head so that you can know which cap fits you. Okay, so this is the dome cap and this is the mesh dome cap. They all look like this, but this one is a bit lighter. The mesh one is a bit lighter than the normal spandex one. Okay, now this is usually used to make wig caps. You can do hand stitching with these ones, or you can do machine stitched. But if I will make a wig with these ones, I'll prefer the mesh one, because I always like wigs that are like this, like really falling everything. But then again, I want the inner part of the wig to be very light, so that so that my scalp doesn't feel so sweaty. So I usually go for wig caps that are very thin. Do you get it? Caps that are very thin. So I would recommend the mesh one over the spandex, the original dome one. Okay, so this is it, and you can use this one to make full wig, closure wig, frontal wigs, and all types of caps. Now that's all for making the actual wig. So we have like 6 different types here. Okay, this one, the crochet one, we have, the normal ones that people used to use for wig caps, but now we don't use this anymore. Okay, unless you want to make a quick weave or something, then you use this one, or you want to wear something under your wig. That is, I'm wearing this one, same thing under my wig. I use that to make sure that my natural hair stays flat before I apply my wigs. Okay, and the ventilated one, that one, if you want a very airy like cap, then you should definitely try this one. I know it might look intimidating, because personally I haven't personally tried this one. Okay, I haven't personally tried this one, but yes, this is how it looks like when you finish making. I'm going to insert pictures of like how it looks like without the weave, the bundles on. This is my favorite one. So if you are looking into getting into the hair business or making wigs for yourself, then these are some of the caps that you might want to invest in. The ones that I recommend, that's the mesh dome cap and this one. Okay, that is what I would recommend. With the rest of them, I don't really see it giving you that long term thing. Okay, now moving on from wig caps to make full wigs to caps for ponytails. Okay, now I've seen so far two different types of I've seen two different types of caps for making ponytails. Now this is what I usually use to make my drawstring ponytails. Okay, this is what I usually use. Now, if one tip is that if you see a wig that you like, okay, carefully, like, I wouldn't say digest, like carefully scrutinize the wig and see how it was made. Okay, now I didn't know the type of cap to use, then I went to buy an already made ponytail. That is how I usually make my wigs. If I'm interested in a particular style, I usually go to the local like beauty supply store and then get a wig similar to something that I want to do, and just how do you call it, study how it was made in a factory. Okay, if I'm not too sure as to how the wig was made, I just go get a cheaper version and then study how the stitches and those things were made, and I mimic them. So I wanted to do a ponytail, but I wasn't so sure how to stitch the ponytail, so I got an already made ponytail. Do I have it here? It's not really closer to me. I got the normal puffy ponytails that are already made. I got that one, and I scrutinized, like I really observed this. And I got to know that this was the type of cap that was used. Now this one comes in two types. There's a very very cheap one, and there's this one. Okay, so it depends on you. If you're making something temporary, then you can go for the cheap one, but I really want what I do to last quite a long time, because you're investing something into something. So yeah, and this is the strings, the combs, sorry, these are the combs that I normally put in this one. Now if you want a detailed video of how I do my ponytails, let me know in the comment section below. You guys don't usually drop comments, so if you're watching and you're interested in knowing how I do my ponytails, then definitely leave me a comment, because they don't leave me, how do you know if you want to know how I do them or not? So, and then again, you also have to invest in these ones. Now I have a video on elastic bands. I explain like the different types of elastic bands and when to use each like of the types, okay, depending on the size of the ear, etc., and also how to fix an elastic band on the rim. I'm going to leave links up here so that you guys can go and check that out. So that is all. And then with a ponytail cap, there is another one. I don't have it here. I can't get things in ACCRA. Getting things to ACCRA is a bit cheaper, but getting things out like from ACCRA is a bit difficult. So I'm going to insert the picture of the second type of one, the one that comes with a Velcro. Like it looks like a semicircle, okay, and has that long thing by it. I'm going to insert a picture so you guys can see what I'm saying. So that is about wig caps, and yeah, let's move on to mannequin. Okay, then now we are moving to mannequin heads, StyroFoams, block head, however you want to call it. Okay, I'm going to start from the first I got to like the recent one I got. Okay, So I'm going to show you the very first mannequin that I got when I started making wigs. Okay, so this is the first mannequin that I got. I have like 1 2 3 4 5 mannequins here that we're going to talk about. Okay, so this is the very first mannequin head that I got. Now this one was 15 or 10 or 20 cedis, I don't remember, but this one is still durable. They don't make the mannequin heads like this anymore. Now the reason why I like this particular mannequin is the fact that it has ears around it, so it gives you an idea of where your cap placement and everything. It also has, you know, the shape of the head, where it ends and those things. So if you are to put this particular cap on this mannequin head, it's going to give you an idea of where it's usually going to be. Now one thing is that if you use this particular mannequin for a very long time, because of the color of the cap, the color is going to kind of transfer onto the cap. So that is why most of the mannequins are discolored, because the wig cap color transfers onto this one. Now I still use this mannequin sometimes. I still use this sometimes, and it's very durable. Now they don't make it like this anymore. Now this is how they make these types of mannequin. Okay, this is how they make these ones. These ones are not as durable as this one, but I usually use this one to make to draw my guidelines when I'm making wigs on the sewing machine. I usually use, you see the blue thing here, I use the chalk, the tailor's chalk, to draw guidelines on this one. I also use it for placking sometimes, because when I'm placking, I usually want to see how the the placking is going. Okay, so this one is a bit lighter, so I can actually see how far I have plugged and how far, like how much I need to plug. So these are the first mannequins that I got. I got this one really like a long time ago. It says Birdman's by a long time ago, but I still use this one and this one sometimes, and I like it because it comes with ears and they are very durable. Now moving on to the next type of mannequin. Now this is the second mannequin that I got. Now this one was it 40 or 45 cedis when I got it when I got it back in KUMASI. I got this one at Adum. There's a shop closer to the tech bus station, tech structure station. Yeah, there's this store. It's like, it's an opposite store, like the original store and then the annex store. So yeah, it's a very popular shop. This was 40 or 45 cedis or something when I got it back, like a long time ago. So this one, now what I usually use this one to do is I use this one for display. Okay, this is solely for display. I don't make wigs on this one. This is solely for display. When I finish making the wigs, this is what I usually put. I used to put my wigs on for display, but I don't use it as much as I used to use it back then. Okay, so this is for display. And then the first one I show you was for wig making. When I was doing my hand stitching, yeah, those two were like the OGs, and yeah, so this is for display. Now then, after that, don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me. I'm going to show you this way. Don't judge me. This mannequin, so this mannequin, it looks really rough. It looks rough. Now this is the StyroFoam. It's very light, like it's very light. Now I use this one for coloring. I use this one for my coloring, and sometimes yeah, basically for coloring. So if you see me coloring wigs, then yeah, you've seen this mannequin before, and it's very light. So if you want something, and it's not expensive, so if you want something for coloring, then you should definitely get this StyroFoam. Okay, yes, it's very like light, and it's going to make the wig so easy, and it fits into every tripod like very well, like every tripod, like every stand. Is it called stand or tripod? In camera, like photography, is called tripod, maybe wig stand or something. Yeah, so this one. Okay, now there is this there's another one that looks like it was made with, is it cane or rattan or something? That one, no. Yeah, so you can, if you don't get access to this one, you can get the other one. Yeah, I think it's going to make the same because they are all light, I think. And then I got this one. So now you see the way I'm presenting the wigs, and I'm showing you the different work, let's say work, or the different, what should I say, the different you get it, like for different functions or purpose or something. So if I bring up a cap, carefully listen to what I use the cap mannequin, carefully listen to what I use the mannequin for. Okay, some mannequins are strictly for making the wig, some are strictly for color, some are strictly for stand, some are strictly for display. Okay, now this one is the most used one for display. Okay, now I intentionally didn't get a brownie mannequin, like a light skin mannequin. Most of this mannequin is also dark, just like this one. I just don't like the white ones. I like this one because then I can customize it. I can customize it to make it look like something closer to my skin tone and something closer to the skin tones of most of my clients, because I'm in Ghana, West Africa. We are not like light skin, we are dark. So with this one I can easily customize it. Okay, and then most of the time this is for display only. That is what, like, this is the mannequin that I use to like display my wigs on Instagram. This is it. And making up the mannequin also gives you some, you know, some attraction. This making up this mannequin has attracted, you know, a lot of customers, like, to be honest with you. So if you have something similar, make sure that you give it some 3D lashes, some lipstick, some those things and all that. Now who wants to see how I make up my mannequins? Now this one is not made up because so yeah, this is a mannequin for display. Now yeah, the foam was about 10 cedis, 15 cedis. Now this mannequin was over 300 cedis. This is 350, 320, 350, 360. Yes, this is made with fiberglass, so it's a bit expensive. Yeah, there are various, you know, options which are cheaper than this one. But what I've noticed is that the cheaper ones, the mannequins look really sad. Like, I don't know, the mannequins look really sad. You want to get mannequins that look sad, mannequins that look like sad? No, you want to get a fierce mannequin like this particular one. Okay, don't go and buy mannequins that look like they've not eaten for 3 days. Get mannequins that look pretty. Some of the mannequins that you have, it looks like I don't know, your wig is making the mannequin cry or something. So always invest in mannequins that look like happy, cheerful, classy, like those kind of mannequins. Okay, so that is all about. Oh, there's this last one. This is the recent mannequin that I got. Now this one is very heavy. I didn't know it was going to be very heavy as it is now. This one is very heavy. It is the CanvasHead. Now when I started making wigs, okay, I had no idea that, like, I knew that everybody has a different head shape, head size and those things, but then in my head I felt like when you wear the wig, it's going to adjust to the shape of your head. That was like how I used to think back then. Okay, that was how I used to. But as I've been through this, you know, this whole wig making thing for a very long time, I tend to learn new things based on the people that I follow or I watch, or so and sometimes some of the feedbacks I get from my clients, so I try to like research and do all those things based on the feedback I get from my clients, and also when I learn new things from like other people. Okay, so this was my recent purchase. That was like somewhere last year. Okay, now I learned that the regular, like a lot of humans on the planet actually have a size 22 head. Okay, like 22, when you say 22 means like the circumference around your head is 22. Now there's 20 and a half, 21 and a half, 22 and a half, 23, even 24. I think there's even 25. Okay, so each client needs something that caters for their head size. Now, as you grow in your wig business, you notice that most clients have different, like every client has a different head measurement. Now, even with this one, after the circumference 22, okay, let me just film a video on how to take measurements of your head, that it becomes a little bit easier so that you guys don't get confused. But just note that even it's wig making business, and when you start like getting a lot of customers and expanding your territories, you would need to get different head this thing, block head for different customers. So you have to get like 21, 22, 23, and you can check that from the back. Just tell the seller the size you want. And with this block head too, there are some funny looking ones. Like some are really funny looking, but before you buy it and look at it, does it look like a human head? But this one, you can see this is the back of the head, right? And this is the front part of the head. It mimics the shape of like it's economy, and there are some that look like very weird. So before you invest in a block canvas, just consider all the things that I've said, and yeah, this is it. But the reason why I have this thing here is because when I usually tint my lace before I style it. Yeah, so the gel and those things, but I think I'd have to wash this. Yeah, this is washable. Yeah, it's washable, so I'm going to wash this thing off. So with all that I've said, I hope you guys get it. Okay, so I'll definitely film a measuring head kind of video so that you guys can understand what I'm saying. So I'll take this week off right now and then film that one and upload it very soon. So that is all I have to say about this. So yeah, so that's all about wig caps and mannequin heads. Okay, that's all about wig caps and mannequin heads. Now, if you enjoy this content, or if you watch this video all the way to this part that I'm talking to you right now, that you're looking at me, that I'm also looking at you, then definitely subscribe to this channel. Okay, just hit the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell so that you get notified anytime